Kenergy is a joint venture between the Namibian ONL group and our Belgian partner, the shipping group CMB. As you've already seen, we've already started construction with our phase 1 plant. It is not a commercial plant, it is a renewable energy park of 5 megawatt, a hydrogen production plant of 5 megawatt, a refueling station and a training center. And we will be ready with this plant already in mid of 2024, and we'll be producing about 200 tons of hydrogen there. There's a reason why we start with a small plant like this. First of all, we need to test some technologies and we need to build relationships. The second reason is we really also want to support and facilitate the development of a local hydrogen offtake economy. Then we really think it is important to have something on the ground quickly, so we want people to come and see what we are building and identify with it. And also we really need to bring skills into the country, and we're using this first phase to facilitate and to support research and upskilling in hydrogen-related technologies. This first phase is really only a first step, but it's a significant step in a long journey to our vision of what we see behind. There's the phase 2, and in the phase 3 we really see large-scale ammonia infrastructure in the port. In the phase 3, the commercial upskilling of the production. This comprises various sites. It will be in Arandes, it will be in Farm 58, it will be inside the port. And really we are basically kickstarting and supporting the development of a new industry, which Namibia has a chance to participate in. This will bring significant investment to Namibia, it will bring technology to Namibia, it will create economic activity, it will create jobs. It is not only our jobs, but all the industries associated with it will contribute to economic participation in the years to come.
On the background, we already have guys working, so there is 4 aspects to this project. We have the energy generation, where we have 5 megawatt plant. We have on the hydrogen generation, we have a 5 megawatt electrolyzer. We have a hydrogen academy where the skill transfer will be happening. And then we also have a workshop where the fuel trucks will be converted from conventional fuel to hydrogen or dual fuel actually. I feel this is a great opportunity for Namibia. You can see already on the background we have 80 to 90 guys that are actively working on the project. From a skill transfer perspective, I joined the project early, even though my role starts at a later stage. So I've been involved in the design phase of the project. I've been involved in spearheading the electrical aspect of the project. So I think this industry will be the way forward, or will be a contributing factor to a sustainable tomorrow for Namibia and the world at large.
We are in Swakopmund, and next to me is a site where will soon be built the first large-scale green hydrogen project in Africa. It's a hydrogen power plant. It will supply the national grid. It will provide grid services to the country and electricity, green electricity. We are using hydrogen and we combine with renewables to provide 24/7 power to the grid. Today, we have the honor of welcoming to site the President of the Republic of Namibia, for him to familiarize himself with the project and for us to update him on the good progress we have made and to talk about the last obstacles that will be solved for the construction to start next year. It's a 4.5 billion Namibian dollar investment.
So this Swakopmund Renew Stable project gives Namibia an opportunity to deploy the first large-scale green hydrogen to power project. And it's really a first in Africa. especially now that the green hydrogen agenda globally has been recognized as a catalyst for decarbonizing globally. We can see and feel the effect of climate change. So this project is strategic specific to Namibia in as far as it provides ancillary grid services to the grid. These grid services ordinarily would get from our neighboring country, South Africa, where more than 60% of our electricity comes from. So this gives Namibia an opportunity to be independent and own these grid services at home, and also ensure local security of supply with the energy that is provided by the power plant.
We are really very proud to inform that we are one of the best towns that are attracting different investors from different countries. Swakopmund was earmarked for one of the largest hydrogen plants that is going to be started very soon in Swakopmund. We had a discussion with HDF in 2021, and they applied for land, and we allocated and sold 400 hectares to them in 2022 July. The land was paid for, and the project is going to start very soon.
Erongo is responsible for distribution of electricity within Erongo region, and we have 45,450 clients across our region. With the advent of green hydrogen, which we embrace, there is an opportunity for massive employment and infrastructure development within Erongo region. We would have 3 projects that are within our region, and we will, as Erongo Red, be able to provide electricity to these producers, but also equally, in the long run, they will also be able to provide electricity to Erongo Red as well.
The Daures Green Hydrogen Village is in construction, and its pilot facility should be commissioned by June 2024. This facility will produce green hydrogen, green ammonia, and carbon-free agriculture. To date, this project has provided employment opportunities for in excess of 160 Namibians and looks forward to continuing to do so. We have recently completed our pre-feasibility study, and the initial indications are that the village could produce between 350,000 to 700,000 tons of green ammonia per annum competitively by a 2028 timestamp. This bodes well for our ambitions to support this just energy transition. We have also now erected our MEP masts, which will capture actual wind and solar data on site, and that this information, together with our pre-feed, which we are about to commence, should further demonstrate the viability of the Daures Green Hydrogen Village.
So the nursery is only 1,000 square meters, whereas the production house is 10,000 square meters, and that's because the planting density in the nursery is much higher here. You can plant in small seed trays, so a lot more plants in the nursery versus you have to space out the plants inside the production house. The house that we're building here now is a trellised house. It can take any of your trellis crops, which is your peppers, your tomatoes, your cucumbers, any of that kind of crop. But you can also then grow on hydroponically on other crops, whereas I believe that they want to grow carrots here in this project.
See, currently we are busy with the greenhouse construction. We are busy casting the anchors into the ground. There by the solar panels, we are busy casting the solar panel stands. We have also installed 2 of our net masts, so we will be able to have actual wind data. Currently we are busy constructing one of our septic tanks. So once the septic tank is done, then we will line all the lines from the sewer into the septic tank. Currently we are also busy with constructing the pump house and the substation. So within the next month, we will be able to be done with the substation and with the pump house.
I'm here for a month now. I'm part of construction group of greenhouse. This is a big opportunity for us, especially us that are in Daures constituency. It creates job opportunities for us and to uplift our living standards. This is a big platform for us, especially us that want to upgrade our studies.
So my name is Bertus Ekstien. I'm the executive for engineering and technical services at Transnamib. We are very excited about the hydrogen project that we are going to launch in Namibia very shortly. The aim of the project would be for us to convert one of our own old U20C locomotives to a dual fuel system where it can run both on hydrogen and diesel. That is obviously with the aim to decarbonize our railway operations. So in Namibia we don't have any electrical locomotives. All of them are diesel, are run by diesel, and that is why this approach for both a diesel hydrogen solution would suit us very well. In terms of our partnership, we have 3 other partners operating from other regions of the world. The one is CMB Tech from Europe, the other one is Hyphen Technical, stationed in South Africa but also with branches in Europe, and the 4th partner is Traction, who is also a locomotive and a rolling stock operator from South Africa. So the aim of the project would be for us to convert 2 of these locomotives. One will be coming from the Transnamib fleet, the other one will be coming from the Traction fleet. The one will be converted in Roseland, South Africa at the Traction workshop. The other one will be converted in Namibia in the Transnamib diesel depot workshop. And then as the national railway operator, we will be running those locomotives between Walvisbaai and Kransberg to test the application and the performance of these engines running both on diesel and hydrogen. The reason we selected Walvisbaai-Kransberg for this operation testing is because there will be a hydrogen fuel supply source in Walvisbaai, which is currently under construction as part of the green hydrogen projects.
Look at the different sectors that are already active here and big in the region, which also support the economy of the country. It complements with the setup of the new sector, which is green hydrogen, which not only is going to grow the economy, but also to ensure that many of our young people are in the space of green hydrogen. Employment will also raise. People come here for the hope of getting a better life, and surely with the green hydrogen, it will also increase the capacity of us to employ more young people. It will also introduce our young people into the space of green hydrogen in terms of skills development.
Suffice really to say, as the entity responsible for the management and development of ports in Namibia, we will definitely have a very critical role to play in the development of the green hydrogen industry. As a country, we are amongst the best locations in the world to produce clean energy. And as a result of that, given the demand that is out there for clean energy, and the fact that we have got the potential to be the supplier of green hydrogen to contribute to the decarbonization agenda, we have entered into memorandum of understanding with specifically the port of Rotterdam and also the port of Antwerp. And one of the reasons why we specifically decided to enter into MOUs with these 2 ports is because they are actually the leader in energy transition. They are already appropriately set up in terms of handling energy, for example, in as much as they are transitioning from what we call grey energy to clean energy, they would play a critical role in importing or facilitating import of clean energy from the rest of the world into Europe.
And we've set aside in the port of Walvis Bay more than 300 hectares of land to allocate to green ammonia or green hydrogen developers. for them to come and produce the green energy and the ammonia and to export that via the port. And in terms of medium and long term, should that current capacity not suffice, we have a master plan that allows for even more export capacity to be created. But very importantly also, we have capacity in the port of Walvis Bay to establish an ammonia bunkering hub for vessels passing along our coastline. So that's the port of Walvis Bay. Then the port of Lüderitz, we've just revised our master plan, and the initial phase to accommodate green hydrogen will see us putting up a capacity to export 2 million tons of green ammonia by 2028.
Water is a very important aspect with regards to the economic development of this country. And we have to appreciate that at this stage we have a green hydrogen project that is taking place in this country. This project will require a lot of water for its development, but will also produce a lot of water in terms of producing the green hydrogen itself and also producing excess water for other developmental needs. So definitely this green hydrogen is going to bring a different face to this country.
This is the Great Ironga Desalination Plant, largest desalinating plant in southern Africa. How it's related to the green hydrogen? From the reverse osmosis process which we have on site, which is the heart of the facility and the heart of all green hydrogen, the water, the purest of water, will then proceed into the green hydrogen production. So at the Ironga Desalination Plant, we extract water from the sea, filter it using ultrafiltration, which is right behind me, to reverse osmosis. After that, it would then proceed into green hydrogen production or be further processed for potable drinking water.
We are providing water to the mines, to the populations, to industries. And with the advent of the green hydrogen vision, we can state very, very confidently that the plant will be able to supply all the sites that would generate green hydrogen energy from the Ironga region. And we were very proud to receive His Excellency President Hage Geingob a few days ago at the plant so that he could see for himself that the plant is ready to fulfill this mission and this promise.
As Fortescue, we are excited to have signed a letter of intent with Kenergy to explore ways to work together to develop and expand one of Sub-Saharan Africa's first green hydrogen production facility. In our letter of intent, the two green energy companies have agreed to explore potential value-adding opportunities that will enhance Kenergy's hydro demo plant in the Ironga region of Namibia. This includes adding a proposed small-scale green ammonia production plant to the already demonstration green hydrogen plant that is already under construction, and potentially using Fortescue technology products to demonstrate a complete green energy value chain. Under the potential joint development, Fortescue will also explore ways to work together with Kenergy and its partners ONL and CMB Tech to develop and progress plans to larger scale green hydrogen and green ammonia production projects. This partnership will help to ensure green hydrogen and green ammonia technologies can be scaled up to meet the strong demand that exists green hydrogen and green ammonia globally.
The Namibian government has realized that, of course, a big part of the global agenda is to combat climate change in a sustainable manner. And in order to do that, the globe is looking to decarbonize hard-to-abate sectors such as heavy industries and long-haul transportation such as shipping and aviation. When the Namibian government put together all of these pieces, it became quite clear that in our own ambitions to industrialize our nation and achieve the goals of Vision 2030, we would need to craft a green industrialization agenda. That would essentially bring together the electrons, the molecules, all of the necessary commodities in order to then put that together with our world-class infrastructure, such as our ports and our rails, to ensure the effective evacuation of these goods, of course, to the global market.
Erongo region is a hub of mineral endowment in Namibia. The region is host to uranium, gold, salt, tin, marble and granite, as well as the recently much sought after minerals that support the green energy transition, the critical minerals. Erongo is therefore very important in terms of the partnership agreement signed between Namibia and the European Union on critical raw materials value chain and green hydrogen. Massive deposits of tin, tantalum, graphite, and lithium are known to exist in Erongo. Some of these deposits are currently being mined, while others are under evaluation towards development. The lithium-rich belts from Karibib, Osakos, Owes and beyond thus present a unique opportunity for investment in the critical minerals value chains in Namibia.
Namibia has chosen to transition and to make it a priority to develop green energy and more specifically green hydrogen, which has become a state policy and state strategy. And we can, this is where we find a partnership where Namibia, with a memorandum of understanding being signed between President Geingob last year in November in the margins of COP27, together with President von der Leyen. And this puts us on a very new and strategic course with Namibia to transition, to support Namibia and cooperate with Namibia on its strategy on green hydrogen.
We stand on the cusp of a transformative era, an era propelled by the vigor of green industrialization, an era set to be ushered in by the majestic Erongo region, one of the jewels of our nation, a beautiful land, bathed in nature's hues, holding within its grasp the key to a sustainable future ready to be embraced, a future intertwined with the threads of green progress. Through Global Gateway, we shall unlock the potential of critical raw materials to fuel this unparalleled green transition. The resources bestowed upon us shall not be mere commodities. They shall be the catalyst for change, the building blocks of a brighter and cleaner world. In this journey, we find an unprecedented opportunity to craft sustainable green jobs, providing our people with livelihoods that honor our environment and fortify our communities. The creation of these jobs signifies not only economic growth, but a promise of balance, harmony, and resilience for generations to come. Namibia's partnership with the European Union amplifies this promise. Yet this isn't just about collaboration, it's about synergy created by the bold, where the aspirations of Namibia merge with the vision of a continent and beyond. Namibia is not a realm of mere theories, it is a canvas where action paints the picture of progress. Daures, clean energy, HDF, high rail, they stand as testaments, real-life testimonies that Erongo is not a realm of dreams, but a landscape of tangible achievements. Our endeavors are not mere whispers in the wind, they are the roaring anthem of our commitment to a sustainable future. Erongo is beyond theory, our dreams are becoming realities. As the partnership between EU and Namibia marches us into this green industrialization revolution, may we know that we are courageous architects of a new world, a world that thrives in harmony with nature, where green innovation propels us forward, and where the legacy we leave behind is one of reverence and responsibility for what we can never replace. The future is already here, and it starts in the land of the